Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Dan, I am the Metaphysical Magician, and this is going to be the summer solstice reading, what we have coming forth the next 6 months. Just gonna sage you a little bit, sage myself and my space, clear all the energy. Hope everybody's doing well out there. If these messages resonate or you like my page, please like, comment, subscribe. I need more subscribers, please, please. So if these messages resonate with you, please subscribe. Spread my word, help me spread my word. I can become more efficient, better at my messages getting out to you. I can grow myself and this page, and I would greatly appreciate it. So anyway, this is gonna be what's coming forth for the next 6 months, summer solstice. It's a time of change, transformative change. Lots of things to look forward to. Beautiful weather in the Western Hemisphere. Lots of new things coming to light. So let's see what Spirit has for us today. This is going to be the Star Seed Oracle deck. I'm also going to use the Psychic Oracle deck, the Energy Oracle deck, the Native Spirit Oracle deck, and I am going to use the Celtic Tarot deck today. Let's see what messages we have for you today. Hope you are doing well out there. Okay. Beautiful messages out the gate. First up, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So this is kind of a card of telling me that we are too much inside our own head these days. Zooming out from perspectives helps us gain clarity and what we want to see moving forward. Excuse me, music's a little too loud. So zooming out, right? It's very easy to get overwhelmed in energy when we are completely immersed in it and we feel like it's murky and we're trying to find a way out and we keep spinning our wheels and spinning our wheels. We're just kicking up mud and digging ourselves deeper. Sometimes it's good to give yourself a break, give your mind a break, give yourself a break, take a break, take a break for a couple minutes, try to put this stuff on the shelf or something, and then come back to it with a new perspective instead of always, because when you're immersed in something, it's hard to see the way out, right? I talked about murky waters and muddy waters before, but this is a card saying that you need to zoom out of your perspective now to get clarity on what's going on in your life. Trust the timing. So trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So I've been kind of feeling this as well in my own personal experience. It feels like we have to get up and go and move and get on that treadmill and run and achieve, and things aren't happening fast enough. So we try harder and we burn ourselves out more. We waste our energy trying to try, you know? There is what's called the divine masculine and divine feminine. It has to be in a balance and alignment. The divine feminine is all about intuition, going within, exploring yourself, contemplating, feeling. The divine masculine is all about doing, right? So there has to be a balance between feeling and doing that we can move forward. But there's a time for this and there's a time for that. It's not time to just go and do right now. If you feel like you are running out of time or things are not moving fast enough or you're frustrated with your situation, once again, pull out, zoom out from that perspective and kind of just try to get grounded in the present moment. I kind of felt like this happened to me earlier. I was working out and I was overwhelmed with all these things that have been going on in my head and I'm just all consumed with it. And I was watching another video the other day that said, just take yourself out of the perspective and do something neutral to pull yourself away from the situation, and that'll make you feel more grounded, more sane, more present, right? Next card up we have is You're Not Alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. So the last 2 years has put us in a desperate isolation. We've all been feeling like it's harder to connect with others. We've been feeling like we're alone in our feelings, thoughts, ideas. The family boundaries are breaking apart. Families breaking apart. Friendships are breaking down. Everybody's changing and adapting, and there's no new like normal yet. There's no kind of like I said before, balance in who we are and how society is. And everybody has an entire spectrum of ideas, feelings, thoughts about everything that could possibly separate or divide us these days. And it makes it that much harder to connect with people. So this is saying that not all is lost. If you've been feeling alone lately, if you've been feeling isolated, if you feel like no one has been really reaching out to you, you're not connecting with anyone, you feel like you're isolated on an iceberg in the middle of the ocean all by yourself, you're not. you have spirit on your side. You have a group of people on the other side, or beings or consciousness that wants to help you find your people on this path in this life. So this card is saying, kind of deal with it. Deal with it for a little bit, but things are going to get better. You're going to start meeting the right people if you make the effort to do so. Like I was going back to saying, trust the timing. Divine feminine, divine masculine. You can't always just be inside your own head upset that you're not meeting any friends. You have to get out there a little bit and work with the universe to try to make it conscious and effort and put your energy into meeting people that are like-minded. If you put the effort forth, you will find them and you won't feel so alone anymore. So, next cards. We're going to pull from the Psychic Oracle deck. Okay. Beautiful. I shuffled these cards so much, and the same cards come up all my readings lately, and it's kind of funny. So, going with the same theme, right? Trusting the timing, feeling alone, right? The base chakra, the root chakra, is one of 7 chakras in your entire system. If you want to know what the chakras look like, right behind me, this is the base root chakra right here that we're seeing. And this is all about the rootedness in this reality, being connected, being grounded, being safe, being comfortable, having a financial stability, feeling like you have a foundation to keep your feet on. When this is threatened or this is out of alignment, it kind of feels like we don't know where we're going. We don't know what we're doing. We're filled with anxiety. We're filled with fear because we don't know the known, the unknown, right? We don't know the future. And it's making us very unstable because we don't have a stable ground to stand on in the present, right? But this card is saying to work on your root chakra. Try to do exercises, stretches, yoga postures that will activate your root chakra, or even go onto YouTube and listen to some root chakra meditations. There's plenty of them out there. I was actually listening to one yesterday. So this is a major theme that's been coming up for me, as I'm sure it's coming up for the collective. The root chakra needs a lot of work on right now. It's like we're almost like disconnected and free-floating away from our reality, and we're all kind of just free-floating, disconnected. Ground into this energy, ground into the earth, ground into your core, let's say, and you'll start to feel a little bit better this week or these next couple weeks. Next, we have, this keeps coming up too. I pulled this one card the other day. I pulled it for my wife's reading the other day. Victory and success, the 6. Usually it's the 6 of Swords energy, or 6 of Wands energy rather. Victory and success, coming in and giving yourself a pat on the back, being congratulated or cheered or accolades for your achievements, even if it's for yourself. See, when I always get this card, or the 6 of Wands card, it's a victory and success card, but you have to recognize the victory and success in your life that you've made. You have to be able to mark the milestones on your spiritual journey or your spiritual path, right? Nobody else is going to do that because you're the only one that's really witnessing and known how much you have grown, right? Give yourself a pat in the back. This is what this universe is saying. There's been a lot of hard work. There's been a lot of hard emotions. But if you're watching this reading right now, this message is for you, that you have been doing great work. And the universe is saying to give yourself a pat in the back because we are going to be victorious. There's going to be success coming forth. You just have to trust the process and trust the timing. Okay? Next, we have up rest and rejuvenation. This card's been coming up a lot. A lot of the other people out there have been saying that, you know, June is a rest and rejuvenation month. It's a rest month, but it's a not doing nothing month. So let me clarify that. Rest and integration of strong energies coming in. That's what we need to be doing. Contemplating our future, contemplating ourselves, rooting in our power, all comes from meditation, you know, grounding in nature. His butt is on the ground. His root chakra is connecting with nature, right? He is being humbled by the experience. He is gaining wisdom and knowledge just in being in the presence of himself, being kind of grateful, being in that green heart-centered healing energy, you know? And through that becomes more passion ignited. This card has been coming up in every reading, and I shuffle this deck like 6 times and then multiple times through the reading, and this card still keeps coming up. So this passion is ready to come forward, raging forth. We need to connect to the root chakra to allow it to flare up, right? We need to let this grounded energy, we need to ground our energy so this flame can burst forth from us and create this new path, to light this path moving forward. But just like trusting the timing, it takes all patience and planning. So you can't make this up. Trust the timing, patience, and planning. Pretty much the same thing, right? Similar. But if you want to get where you're going, you need to be in alignment with where you want to go. You have to see the path forward by lighting the way, and then you have to walk the path while planning how to get there. I got this right next to it, obstacles and challenges in reverse. So this to me, that means things seem impossible. They seem like they're not going to be possible to do. This gap feels like it's not going to be possible to cross. It's feeling daunting and exhausting, and you feel like you're burnt out before you even took that step to try to get across. All these little orbs are spirit saying, I got you, bro. I got your back. Trust in us. Trust in us to give you that step forward to find the way, right? Very strong message. Trust in spirit. Trust in spirit. Ground in nature. Root chakra activations. Let's see what else we got. Just wild. The same cards keep coming. I shuffle all these decks so many times and the same cards keep going up. So, card on the bottom I have is Angel of Balance. This row is all talking about how to get into balance, how to realign your energies. Yin Yang is upside down, meaning we're out of balance. We're a little bit out of whack. It's underneath patience and planning. So it's like we have no plan to make our way forward, right? A lot of people might have just like kind of, a free-floating idea of where they want to go, but they don't have a concrete plan. These cards are telling me that right now at this time, the universe is asking you to get very specific with your goals and ideas for the future on exactly where you want to go so they could deliver it. If you don't really know, then they can't really work with you to get there. You have to actually really tap in deep and say, this is what I want. I know what I want. This is what I want moving forward. Let's work together to get this accomplished so I could feel fulfilled, so I can ignite that passion, so I can feel good about my life moving forward. Next, we have man holding a coin in reverse. So this makes me feel like the masculine side of money is dwindling, which we could see in our society right now, right? The masculine go-getter, make a buck energy is kind of slowing down because it's harder to keep the money that you're making these days. It's going right in one hand and right out in the other, It's very difficult to be alive right now. Very difficult to try to navigate for those who've been crushed the past years, dipped into savings. Now they have to use extra savings or they don't have a job and they're paying for gas, they're paying for rent, they're paying for mortgages, whatever it may be. Money is feeling very tight, but this is an illusion, right? The feminine side of the coin is coming out in the same reading. So what does that mean to me? The action, go-getting, physical attainment of abundance and money is not there. It's not in the physical, but it's there in the non-physical. This means that if we keep patience on planning and worrying about the future and not worrying about this not coming in, then this will come in, and our ability to make a strong rooted foundation, abundance moving forward will come forth. But if we are clouded with negativity and we're thinking, the money's not coming in, I feel weak, I feel powerless, I hate how there's no money, I feel like I just work and I'm not getting money, that's all going to be the opposite to this. It's going to turn this upside down. So this has to become balanced, right? We have to balance our getting and our doing and our planning and our thinking and our action versus our integration. I mentioned it a couple weeks ago. It's like working with your software and your hardware to get it all done. You can't run without the other. If you are brain dead, your body is not going to function because it's not going to work right. If your body is disabled, you only have your mind to work on. So you have to work with both of them to get things done. This is walking away. So another card that kept coming up that looks exactly like this one is called the Garden and the Gate, where the woman is stuck behind this gate. She's living in this bubble that she made beautiful and wonderful. It's comfortable, but it's so comfortable that it's made her complacent and not want to move forward. This card is her opening the gate and stepping out into the world. We are coming into a new season where we are all going to start authenticating ourselves and being real and stepping out into the world again and not being afraid to shine. So this is all about coming at the balance. We need to be patient with ourselves, first of all, right? We are out of whack. We need to be patient with ourselves. We need to be patient with our finances, and we need to patiently plan for our future to project where we want to go moving forward. Like I just mentioned earlier, the universe is specific right now in what it wants to receive message-wise. So get as specific as possible about where you want to go and what you want to do with your life. I'm going to take the same advice for myself. All right, next we're going to have the Native Spirit deck. Let's see what the Native American ancestors want to convey to us today. Oh, wow. It's a beautiful card to get. Ooh. Okay. Interesting, that came as the main card last time. Okay. Whoa. All right, wow. Powerful messages. Powerful. Okay. Sorry, it's getting a little hot in here. Spirit Keeper of the North. So the Spirit Keeper of the North is all about like the dark night of the soul. It feels like we're going through this purging process again. It feels cold. It feels desolate. It feels isolating. It feels like we have no way out. It feels like it would in winter. Less light than there is, normal than during the other times of the year. And it's painful. It's kind of painful. It's cold. It's dark. It's uncomfortable. But this is like a season, like it's a season of your life. It's going to change. Things are going to turn around soon enough. If we just get through this period and realize it's a season, take it for what it is, let it come and let it go and flow with it, then we'll be in the next season soon enough. Next, we have Elder Spirit coming forth. So the Elder Spirit is the one that is the spirit of the tribe, right? That is respected because he is the one making the tough decisions to move the journey forward. He is who everybody looks to for guidance, for clarity, for decision making, for the way forward. But the elder is not just a manager. He's not just a guy telling people what to do or dictator. He is the leader, right? If the path is blocked ahead by a boulder, it's the elder that works to make that boulder move away. He doesn't order people to move away. He's towing the line just as much as everybody. So this is recognizing the elder spirit in you to say that we commend you for being that go-getter, obstacle clear, strong strength, and voice of reason for those around you who need it at this time. Spirit of fire, again, passion ignited, fire energy coming out. The sun, this is the highest, time of the sun. So this solstice is bringing forth a new sense of passion. The fire energy of the sun is going to be igniting our way forwards, like I said, to be able to walk this path and to clear those obstacles, to get clarity on our situations, to be able to figure out where we want to move forward going from here. Spirit Keeper of the East. So the sun rises in the east. This is the dawn of the new beginning. So it's interesting that we got Spirit Keeper of the North, which means desolation, isolation, dark night of the soul, purging, shadow work, child work, inner child work, all the real inner work that we have to do to clear the way for a new beginning, for new space, for new energy to take forth and take root into us so we can move forward gracefully in our lives. That's in this card. The new dawn. Right? The sun rises in the east, it sets in the west. So this Spirit Keeper of the East is saying this new dawn is approaching. It's just always darkest before the dawn. Right before daybreak, it is so dark, but when that light breaks around the corner, it's like a sigh of relief. And if you've ever seen the sunrise, it's a religious, spiritual experience. It's like, here it comes. Here comes a beautiful new day full of new opportunity, new choices, new paths, and just the randomness that it might take you on, the path that it might take you on, right? Great white buffalo. White buffalo is very important to the Native Americans because it's an albino. It's extremely rare genetically for this to happen. I think, I don't remember the exact story, don't quote me wrong, Native American people out there, but I think it was a myth from hundreds or thousands of years ago where hundreds or thousands of years ago, let me clarify that, not 100,000 years ago, where Native Americans saw a white buffalo and a shaman saw it, they revered it, they kind of worshipped it because it was so rare to see something like that. And a shaman of a Native American tribe said that in another great time or period of change, that the earth is going to give birth to another white buffalo to signify that this new change is happening. So it's very sacred to the Native American people. It represents an omen of old coming true that was a myth in their mythology. And the past couple of years, if you look on the news, there have been a lot of white buffalo, albino buffalo, being born around the world, as I remember. So we're in this interesting time right now. This is Spirit saying that the darkness, chaos, craziness is trying to turn the wheel of life into something new. Trickster. So this is the trickster spirit, kind of like Loki in like the Norse mythology, right? I believe this energy is in our lives, and it could kind of infect our thoughts by playing tricks on our mind, by convincing us we're not good enough, by convincing us we're not strong enough, by convincing us that we should just give up and stop trying, right? This trickster energy has been prevalent probably all of your life, all of my life, and it comes in once in a while when you least expect it, when you're most vulnerable, and that's when it tries to plant the seeds of doubt. This card is telling you beware of the trickster energy right now. Guard yourself, guard your mind, filter through your thoughts. Any type of negativity or doubt or self-critical, self-damning, destructive behavior or destructive thought patterns, stop them in their place, go delete, 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 and try to just get it out of your mind and forget about it. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna pull some tarot now. Let's see what the tarot peeps have to say to us. Ooh. Very energetic, like popping all over the place, these cards. Woo! Okay, well. Once again, thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your company, even though you're not here. You're here, but you're not here. But thank you. If these messages resonate, once again, please like, subscribe, all that other good stuff. I appreciate it. I'd like to get more exposure for my page. I'd like to have more followers and subscribers. I could do bigger, better things. I would love to connect with more people that are in the spiritual community, the tarot community, maybe do some work together. So if you're seeing this video and you like my vibe, then reach out. Let's get in touch and see if we match. Ace of Swords. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. 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 Ace of Swords coming forth. So this is like the sword and the stone, right? Or it is the sword and the stone specifically. So the Ace of Swords, swords is all about mental energy, thoughts, right? The Ace of Swords is like Excalibur being pulled from the stone and cutting away all the nonsense in your life. This is the beginning of that new phase that I was talking about, the start of something new. But it's the start of something new that's going to help you clearly get the tools and resources to start on the new path, right? The Excalibur. Picking up the Excalibur started the journey of King Arthur. That's how he became the legend, the knight, the king, the knight. King Arthur, from using Excalibur, from pulling the sword from the stone because he was chosen. This is a card telling you that you need to pull your Excalibur from your stone and start your path and start your journey. Cut out the nonsense of old and start this new path. Clear the obstacles, clear the enemies, clear the things that are blocking you. Use this sword to cut through and light the path to fight those obstacles, right? Devil energy in reverse. Heavy attachments to old, heavy emotional baggage. There's been a lot of purging this week. And like I was saying, that trickster energy is kind of similar to like the devil energy. You can get thoughts in your head and you can start negatively critiquing yourself and bringing yourself down. This energy has been very strong. That's why I kind of got it twice, right? I got the trickster card and I got this. There's something holding you back. Whoever's hearing this message, there's something that's deep-rooted, deep-seated that you've maybe been fighting for a long time that you're trying to free yourself from. Use this sword to free yourself. Use that sword to cut the devil's head off, to free yourself from his change and stop letting him pervade and pervert your life. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer pastures, moving on to calmer waters, moving away from the old onto new lands, new adventures, new. We got all new in this theme coming forward. Ten of Wands, end of a cycle, going to be the beginning of a new cycle. The Ten of Wands is always about heavy burdens that you're picking up or holding on to that have been on you for so long. You're holding a lot together. You're doing a lot for others. You're doing a lot for yourself. And it feels overwhelming. It's crushing. It's heavy. It's like you're holding up the world, like Atlas would. Atlas is holding up the bowels of the world so everybody else could live on it. This card is saying that struggle is over. Use the wisdom that you have learned in your life through all these painful issues and painful passions or painful experiences, and use that strength to gather your strength and move forward in this new path that is emerging. Two of Cups in reverse. So this I'm getting is the divine masculine, divine feminine misbalance right now. Here in this card, you could see it's like the divine feminine is crowning her king. It's like the woman gives her power away to the man so he could be the protector, right? If you kind of get my vibe. The woman is that divine feminine, softer energy that kind of is the nurturing, vibing, emotionally charged side. The man is the goer, the doer, the action taker. Now, we all could have divine masculine, divine feminine. We all have both inside of us. It depends which one you tap in more that comes out. This card in reverse is telling me that there's an imbalance to this relationship lately that's trying to rebalance itself. The divine masculine has been in power, has been in control, has been dominating this planet for too long, and there's going to be some sort of dynamic shift where women are going to start speaking up and taking some of the societal power back. Agree or disagree? That's what I'm getting from this card. Eight of Swords. So, the Eight of Swords is usually trapped in fear, trapped in mental battles, unable to move forward, There's a lot of conflicting energy in here about trying to move forward, but you being in your own way mentally, you not being able to see clearly to move forward, So just be aware of that. If you are putting too much energy inside your own mind and creating these scenarios that may or may not exist, or projecting to the future for negative things that may or may not exist, you're not planning properly or strategically the way that Spirit wants you to. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, this was a really good reading. Work on your base chakra, work on your root chakra. Be specific in your goals, what you want to go moving forward the next 6 months, next couple weeks, whatever it is. Proper planning, patience, balancing, all the themes of this reading. So with that, thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you being here. These messages got a little deep, I think, today, but this was your summer solstice reading. If you like this, please subscribe, like, comment. Let me know that you enjoyed this. Give me some feedback. Let me know how I'm doing out here. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Have a good day. Bye.